Hello, Pop Ravers. Welcome to the Pop Rave, where celebrities keep us fed and the internet never disappoints. I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. On today's first topic, we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift. So we all know Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, sold 4.5 million copies first week, and this is the second week of tracking, and the album, you guys will not believe how many copies she has sold. From selling 5.5 million copies first week to 345,000 copies in the second week. That is a huge drop. Since Taylor's first week sales broke Adele's record, Adele will be getting the crown for selling 1.1 million copies in the second week with her album 25. Now, there also has been a lot of talks online about how Taylor Swift is breaking all of these records and people are comparing her to Michael Jackson. So let's get into that. Michael Jackson's album Dangerous sold 8 million copies worldwide in 1991. 7 million copies for his second album, Bad, 7 million copies in pure sales, and Taylor Swift's album sold 5.5 with 32 variants, sales, and streams. Keep in mind, there was no streaming era during the time that Michael Jackson was selling 8 million copies. People had to buy physical copies in 1991. So let us put this debate to rest. Taylor Swift, no matter how many records she breaks, no matter how much she sells, she does not come close to any of Michael Jackson's impact. And to the person who effed around and found out, we're going to be talking about Doechii and the alleged bots on her Spotify. Once upon a time, Doechii was the 29th most streamed person on Spotify with 59 million monthly listeners, and she had gotten way over Nicki Minaj's numbers, and people were saying that she is the new queen of rap. And today, she's sitting at 25 million monthly listeners after Spotify filtered their streams. And she is now the 266th most streamed person on Spotify. I still listen to Doechii's music. I still stream Alligator Bites Never Heal on Spotify and on Apple Music as well. And I do love her songs. Most of them, not all of them. Moving on to the queen of rap, Onika Tanya Mirage. Barbs, we need to have our prayers lifted up for our queen because, there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that Nicki cannot come out right and say, but a lot of people are actually coming out and saying that we need to pray for Nicki because, let's get into it. DJ Academics came out saying, pray for Nicki Minaj, Rogue Nation, Devious, I'ma leave it there. And Tasha K also came out with this post. Your prayer for Nicki Minaj. She had such a moment like this a few years ago after the Summer Jam funeral they staged. She told me she was quitting music and I say, no the F you're not. I asked her, what would we do without your music? We're your fans, that's all we want. We don't care about your personal life, we care about your art. It took sis a few days to gather her emotions and then she called me back saying, thank you for speaking life into me, I'm up, sis. So I say this to say she's just having a moment as we all do, but that doesn't mean give up. The music will be out this spring, that's it, that's all. She's not a personality, she's an artist. A little crazy like the rest of the greats, Michael Jackson, Prince, you name it. Get up at Nicki Minaj. Sorry I missed you last night, I'm out now. See you later today at the show. We got receipts on the people who stole from Nicki. And congratulations to Nicki for surpassing over 3 billion streams on Spotify. I'm definitely among those 3 billion Spotify listeners. And Nicki Minaj also hinted on her spaces last night that she could be doing a stadium tour and that the album is actually not cancelled. We're definitely getting NM6 in 2026. There's also been rumors speculating that Nicki Minaj is about to lose her $20 million mansion. Those rumors have been debunked, of course. I saw this trending, but it really doesn't take much to do a little bit of research here and there and find out that people are actually lying on Nicki Minaj's name. So during Nicki's tour in Germany in 2019, a fan got on the stage. She was pissed off at security because the security guard was not doing his job. She started going off at the security guard allegedly in the dressing room, Kenny and the security guard got into it. Kenny punched the security guard fired against Kenny and Nicki, and the court said Nicki should pay the security guard $500,000, which Nicki never paid. And this man, the security guard, is suing and is telling the court that Nicki should put up her $20 million home so that he should get his $500,000 that the court said Nicki should pay, and he never paid. So that's how those rumors came about. It's not that Nicki is going broke, because we've heard that rumor multiple times, and Nicki actually hinted at her being a billionaire on her spaces last night. She also said concerning her album that the album is coming. I feel the love. Please be filled with gratitude and peace and love. Don't stress. I do not like when you stress. You guys are so freaking powerful. Now moving on to CardiB, she becomes the major advocate for PrEP, which is a pre-exposure prophylaxis used mainly by individuals at high risk of HIV. Her new boyfriend and father of a fourth child, Stefan Diggs, reportedly sleeps around with other men. Is she at risk too? Now remember, this is alleged, and my name is allegedly, apparently. And we all know about her former life as a stripper before she became a mainstream rapper. Now, CardiB was also throwing some subliminal shade during her recent interview for the Paper magazine on her album sales for Am I the Drama. First of all, I'm very proud of my numbers. We're in a very different era when it comes to music, true. So not only am I proud of my numbers, but you got B-words from the sidelines that are going to try to make you not feel proud of your numbers. There's people that have never even seen 100,000 sales calling me a flop. She's talking about JT. So people will try to discourage you about your numbers, but clearly they don't discourage me. You don't need people discouraging you when you've got yourself to discourage you. That's what people will try to do, but it fails. It fails when thousands of videos are being made to your music and there's thousands of people doing memes to your songs. The bar is in hell, y'all. This is the standard when thousands of people are doing videos to your music, but they're not buying or streaming your music. There's so many people that was doubting my album that is like, you know what, her album is good, ? A lot of people are actually doubting her album. That's why she had to add 7 more album songs to the album. That is why they had to do all those stunts and pull out different variants of the same album, just so that she could beat Nicki Minaj's numbers. And notice how when she didn't beat those numbers, she didn't post a huge celebratory post on Instagram or to her ex account. It was subliminally sad because she didn't beat Nicki's numbers. Now moving on to Ice Spice, y'all. So Ice Spice actually dropped the music video to her single Bardi, and I did watch the music video, so here is my review. So despite the single earning 381,000 streams in its first few days of release on Spotify, the music video seems to be doing pretty decent. And Bardi gang is out here accusing her of using bots to beat Cardi's numbers. So Bardi official music video has 6.7 million views, and CardiB's ordinary players couldn't even crack 2 million views in 24 hours. So here's how people are accusing Ice Spice of using bots. 5 hours ago, the video was at 97,000, and in 10 hours, the video has gained over 6 million views. Do you guys really think Ice Spice used bots for her music video? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment. Let me know what you guys think about all the topics that we've discussed today. And that brings us to the end of today's topics. You've been watching the Pop Rave, where celebrities keep us fed and the internet never disappoints. How are we feeling about this one? For behind the scenes stories I can't spill here, please follow me on X and IG at the Pop Rave. Stay tuned and stay messy.